Let's move on to Dr. Bharat Pankania, who is a senior clinical lecturer in public health medicine at the University of Exeter and joins us now. Doctor, really good to see you this evening. You'll have been following developments today closely. How unusual is this?
It's unusual in that we have so many cases in a given place, time and persons. Usually we have 2, maybe 3, but to have 11 plus and unfortunately also 2 deaths, that's very unusual. So yesterday when I was talking to LBC News, I said this looks like a super spreader event, something that may happen in a nightclub-like setting. And indeed, today we find that, of course, the focus may be club chemistry, where the exact parameters are there: loud music, loud voice, crowded place, poorly ventilated. Somebody is throwing out meningococcus bacteria, and the rest happened.
Yeah, that nightclub getting a lot of attention, but I think it's important to point out that venue won't be an infection hotspot. This
Correct.
is transmitted from human to human, not
Correct.
from a venue.
Correct.
And in terms of trying to identify the exact strain, that hasn't been discovered yet. We do know it's bacterial meningitis. How important is it to identify the specific strain when it comes to treatment?
Well, with regard to treatment, we go in straight away with treatment because time is of the essence, and we usually give an antibiotic called ciprofloxacin to the close contacts of the cases. So we're not beholden to I need to know what the strain is. However, we will know what the strain is in good time because there are microbiological techniques involved in establishing what strain it is, and then if it is a strain against which you can immunize, you can also give the vaccine afterwards.
If in doubt, should people just seek preventative treatment?
We only want to be giving out antibiotics to close contacts in this place and of those cases. We don't want general dishing out of antibiotics. That would be a very wrong thing to do. So whenever we have a situation like this, what we do is we work very closely with the cases, identify who their close contacts were, and then give to the close contacts the antibiotics. In this case, unfortunately, a large number of people linked to that place in time and persons will be given antibiotics. But I must emphasize that just taking the antibiotics is not the end of the matter. One must always be watchful for signs and symptoms of a meningococcal infection, even if you have been given what we call that prophylactic antibiotic, because it's good to be watchful. This is not a treatment dose, this is a prophylactic dose.
So it's important to be vigilant even if you are taking the antibiotics. In terms of those most at risk, why is it young people are most at risk from this? It's
more a case of behaviors and, the socialization that they do. So somebody somewhere is probably carrying the meningococcus bacteria at the back of their throat, and then they are perfectly okay, but they are able to transmit it to others. The others pick it up, and in them, it becomes invasive disease. That's how it works. So for children, we immunize them with meningococcus B vaccine. And then for new university entrants, we always advise that please have your ACWY strain vaccine before you come to university. So the vaccines which the United Kingdom have deployed, B for little children, little babies, and ACWY for young university entrants, do keep case numbers down, and we see a lot less now that we've been immunizing.
Yeah, is that perhaps the concern there, that, there is vaccine hesitancy, and there has been since COVID?
Yes, but to be honest with you, with regard to uptake of the ACWY for university entrants, it's pretty good. Of course, we can do better, but in this case, we don't even know what the strain is at the moment, and time will tell. In a couple of days' time, we will know. But my advice always is prevention is the best possible medicine you can have. And therefore, being up to date with your childhood vaccines and being up to date if you're at university with the offered vaccine ACWY is a very good precautionary measure to take.
Dr. Bharat, really good to talk to you about this story. Senior Clinical Lecturer at the University of Exeter there. Appreciate your time this evening. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.